Alright, YouTube, what's happening? It's your boy DBA Creations. I'm about to make a video just to go ahead and show a specific someone how you do tires. And let me show you guys. Alright guys, so first thing first, always treat your tires or wheels, whatever you want to call them, like they have a sensor in them. This one does have a sensor in it, and you always do that just to be extra cautious about it. So I'm gonna bring this sucker over here, and I'm gonna put it flat with the rim against here. Now, the thing about that is, if I break this tire right now, right here, use this, it goes in. If I go ahead and break it right now on there, and you always wanna break it at the edge of the lip right here. Don't break it on it, around it. But if I go ahead and do that right now, I'm gonna break the sensor. So, I'm gonna flip this around to where the sensor is nowhere near this device right here. So you could hold it between your legs real quick just to hold it stationary, but that's what I'm gonna do right now. And then do like that. See how I caught the inside? Try not to catch right here, because sometimes if you have a tire that you don't want to change, you end up splitting the tire. So see how it caught right there? Catch it right here. See how close that is? Just about as close as you need it. So go ahead, boom, broke the first bead. Now, since it's just the front side, I only break one side of the tire whenever it comes to the first tire. We'll flip it around. See how the sensor's right there? I don't want that, because if I hit it, it's gonna break the sensor. So I need that sensor directly on this side again. So I'll go ahead and hit it again, and it broke. Now I'm gonna flip the tire again, because sometimes you need to break the back side twice, because it makes it easier to come off whenever you trying to change the tire. Otherwise, if I broke it just one side, I might have a harder time trying to take off the tire whenever I actually going to take off the tire. So I'm gonna put the sensor right here. It's still out the way, and I'm gonna break this side of the bead too. Boom, there we go. Now take this tire, and they have levers on every machine. One does this. See the spinning? This goes in and out. If I hit it again, it goes in. And this one right here brings that one close. Wait, there we go. See, brings it close. I hit it again, and it goes away. Now, what I'm gonna do is take this tire, and since this is in, I want those things to catch. I want them to catch the outside of the tire, but the inside of the tire, the wheel. See? So all I'm gonna do, I hit this, and it's gonna lock it into place. Now, since this tire has a sensor, I want to put it to where the head of this machine is gonna be, right here. So I'm gonna hit that, and it's gonna bring it right on it. But sometimes this thing might not be set to your rim, and you might end up scratching your rim. So make sure that this lever is not hit right here. This is how you lock it. How you unlock it. You can see right here, lock, unlock, lock. See it binds up, unlock. So anyways, do it like that, and you use this right here to bring it up and down. So I'm gonna bring it down to this spot right here, because I want this part of the head on the machine to catch the outside lip of the tire of the wheel. But sometimes you don't want it to go ahead and put it too close, because you might end up scratching the rim. So sometimes it doesn't hurt to put it a little further away from it, like just a little bit further, maybe like a millimeter further. So I'm gonna bring it down, and see it's right on it. See where it's at right now? It's like, focus, see? Check it out, right there. Now, in order for that to lock into place, like I said, you gotta hit this lever right here. So I'm gonna hit this inside, push it in, and it locked it. Locked it in place now. This is how you know it's in place. And that's only for this machine. So now what I'm gonna do, I need to get this wheel over the rim. So I'm gonna hit this lever, which makes this thing go down. Now if I hit it again, it makes it go up. See, it came back up. Now I'm gonna hit it down. See, I'm gonna hit it again, makes it go up. So I need it down for now, right where the sensor is, and I'm gonna grab a bar to get inside here and pry it over this way. So here's my bar. I'm gonna grab the curve in, push it right here, and I need to pry over this way so this thing right here can catch right here, the inside of the tire. So watch me go ahead and pull it. It's gonna pop. Sometimes it might not work. See how this tire, see how this is caved in and this side is actually up? I need to push this down. Now it should work. See, came right over. Now that it's over this spot, I need to hit the lever to make it come up. Okay, so the lever just made it come up. I'm gonna demonstrate that again. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand. You get back, hold it like this, and make the lever come up. Let me push the lever. See, came up. All right. Now that it's just like this, and I'm holding this down like that, because if I don't, it's gonna fly. I'm gonna press this lever down here, and pressing it down makes it pretty much comes off. Now bring the sensor back to the head of the machine right here. Now stick this bar back in and push down, and I'm gonna lift this side of the tire up. So while I'm lifting up, I'm gonna pull this bar, pick up and pull up right here and pull that back like you did before. It's kind of a weird motion. So once I kind of got it like this, I want this thing head to be back down so I can grab the rim again. Or another easy thing you could do if the tire is not too heavy, you could grab the tire and just pick it up like this. Pick it up like this and then push the lever down. We'll push it down. Okay, it's pushed down. So I just brought it over like that. And you can see that's what you want to grab the end of the tire. So now I'm gonna hit it again and it's gonna bring it up. See, it just brought the bottom part up. You can see the bottom part is brought up right here. Right here. Ta-da. So now all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna rotate the tire. Okay, see how I just did? Go back to there. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, see that little opening? I'm gonna stick my bar right there, man. Right about here. Sometimes you wanna stick some plastic, but me sticking the bar, I never scarred up around sticking the bar right there, so should be good. And it kind of holds it in place, and there we go. Just rotate. Let it rotate. Hold on, which one of these cameras is it? All right, so did that and rotate it to where you can take off the tire. So hit this, and that thing is gonna come out the way. Now, pull your tire, set it aside. Let's get the new tire. All right, so about these new tires, sometimes they're stiff, sometimes they also have an outside and an inside on the tire label on it, or directional. Directional is more like it shows the rotation and it'll be like going this way or another way, it don't matter. Most outside tires are gonna show this yellow thing or orange or red on, and that's how you know it's the outside, but some seldomly don't do that. Sometimes you'll see this and it'll be the inside of the tire. So anyway, boom, yellow spot, and I'm gonna look for it, and there we go. This is the outside of the tire. So the outside of the tire, I'm gonna grab this lube up. Some people like to kick it up. I don't, because it gets kind of messy, but to each his own. And just like that, get all the sides of the bead and all that. Get the bead, and I'm gonna put it like this. But make sure that your sensor, remember how the sensor is facing right on the head, but when you're putting on the tire, you don't want it right here. So we're gonna put the sensor directly across from it. I'm gonna show you how that looks. So make the head, once you got the tire just sitting on it, make the head come through. Wait. All right, make the head come through, and as you can see right here, it's sitting directly across from it. So I'm gonna angle. You want it to catch. You want the tire to catch like right here. So watch. See how it was? Right there. Let me bring the phone closer. Right here. Kinda. You can't really see it, but kinda like so. I'm gonna do it again. Just make it catch just like under here. So again, boom. And you want the tire kind of like this. So I'm gonna hold down and I'm gonna push a little bit. Sometimes you can push all around and it'll make the whole tire come on, but it's a little bit of a struggle. So anyways, boom. Just rotate the tire and it's gonna do it. So the sensor was right there, so I'm gonna bring the sensor back right here so I can sit this side of the bead. So I'm gonna turn and get that same angle again. And for this part, I usually use a bar, but you can also use a hand, but be careful whenever you use your hand. So let's just use a bar for now. I'm gonna catch that right here, and I'm gonna put this down and just rotate it. Now, this tire was easy. Sometimes whenever you do that, it'll get caught up right here. Well, whenever it gets caught up in this certain area, you need to push the tire down. Don't forget that, because you will come to a tire where you try this method and it won't work. And you'll be like, oh man, it's not working. But it's because you didn't make sure that this tire was like not like squished up against the rim to where it can actually go down. So that's how you put a tire on. And the next thing I'm gonna do after I finish airing it up, also about airing it up, just make sure that you don't look at this, because you can blind yourself if something shoots out at you. Happens. I'm gonna air it up to about 35. Hurry up, grab my valve core remover and stuff. Let me get this tape out the way. I'm gonna pick that up later. Oh, I'm in a little bit too much. You don't ever want it to go past 40, really. You don't really want to, but sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, I do it a lot anyway. So, hey, I know what's safe for me and what's not safe, so I know. All right, so look for the valve core remover, and you're gonna grab it, and just go ahead and put the valve stem. Grab it. It's gonna look like this. It's gonna go in there where it kind of locks into place. And I'm gonna take this. When I take this air hose off, I'm gonna hurry up and slap that in there. Put it in there and twist it. Now, what you're gonna do, you're gonna look at this, push this back on here, just to see where we at. And that's a little bit too much, so I'm gonna hit this button, airs it out. All right, that's good enough. Because this machine is not even always that accurate anyway. So I'm gonna put this back on. This is actually just some sticky stuff on the side. And hit this, and it lets the tire go. So now to the balancers. Basically you wanna find the right cone for the inside of your wheel. This is the right cone for me. There's several different cones. This is how you know it's the right cone. Okay, this is the wrong side right here. See, I'm going. This is the right cone right here. This one. Watch. See? It slides right in. See? It's flush with it. That's how you want it. So I'm gonna put it like this. So when I put the tire on this side, it's gonna go right in. Gonna use one of these. Use this end. Be careful of this end, because they will pinch the crap out of you or even make you bleed. And you kind of want to stick. They have a hole right here. Stick this little end in the hole and make this clamp on the outside and squeeze this together and pry up, and it comes up. As for wheel weights, you need some type of scraper. So for the wheel weights, I'm just gonna scrape a regular old scraper. All right. Next thing I'm gonna do, grab my wheel and I'm gonna slide it onto the knee and push it up flush against here. Make sure you got your cone to go on the outside so you can protect the rim. This is how the cone is gonna go on in just a minute. Like this, put it on, turn, turn. And this next part for the balance, this is how you know it's done. Won't go anymore. And it's flush up against here too. You want it to be flush. So, okay. Oh man, what the heck just happened? I'm gonna pull this in and it's gonna be like, okay, that's how you measure the outside. And it wants you to hit the bottom, which is right here. So I'll hit that. Boom. So I'll turn this down and do exactly what it just said. And I'm gonna get the outside, the inside of the rim right here. And I'm gonna hit down again. Now when I hit down, it'll want me to do it again to hide weights behind the spokes, but I don't want to do that. I don't really care about that. So I'll just put this back. And once I put that back, boom, it's ready to be balanced. So I'll just put this hood down and it's gonna tell me how much weights I'm gonna need. 0.75 ounces. Boom, here's your weights right here. 0.75, that's what I need. Now, what I need to do is hit this right here, but I want it to get onto this lip. This machine tells me where I need to put the weight by the indication right here. So let me do that. Right. So put it like right here in the middle, and I usually just hit right here. Hit the outside, then work your way to the inside, and then boom, you're done. Ta-da! Now I'm gonna close the hood, and it's gonna tell me if that balanced the wheel out. Ta-da! And that's how you finish. All you do is hold this thing down, and then you unscrew it. You hold this thing down, then unscrew it, by the way, and screw it. But boom, do that, and I'm gonna grab my center cap that I tossed to the side. It's way over here, and I'm just gonna put it right here. Put it into place, and that is how you do a tire. Hope you liked the video.